It's now time for Trivia Tracks with yours truly, Price Robertson. This edition of Trivia Tracks is brought to you by ProMed Ambulance Services, care you can count on, and Beth Smith at Edward Jones. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC. He is described among the winningest coaches in college football history. Barry Switzer is one of only 3 head coaches to win both a college football national championship and a Super Bowl, the others being Jimmy Johnson and Pete Carroll. Born in Crossett, Arkansas, on October 5th, 1937, Barry and his younger brother Donnie were at home in rural Ashley County with their mother and father when, in February of 1954, it was raided by the Arkansas Alcoholic Beverage Control Commission and the Arkansas State Police. The commission and the state police found untaxed contraband liquor in the home. Frank Switzer, the boy's father, made bond but was later tried and convicted of illegal trafficking in alcohol for bootlegging. He was sentenced to a term of 5 years in prison, but that conviction was reversed upon appeal, as he served only 5 months. In 1959, tragedy struck when the brother's mother Mary committed suicide. And in 1972, Frank Switzer was murdered by a jealous lover. Barry accepted an athletic scholarship and played football at the University of Arkansas. During his senior season of 1959, he was one of the Razorbacks' tri-captains, leading Arkansas to a 9-2 record, a share of the Southwest Conference Championship, a victory over Georgia Tech in the 1960 Gator Bowl, and a number 9 final ranking in the polls, all in Frank Broyles' second season as head coach. After graduation and a brief stint in the Army, he returned to Arkansas as an assistant coach under Broyles. He later moved to Oklahoma as an assistant to Jim McKenzie and then Chuck Fairbanks upon the former's death. In 1973, Switzer became the new head coach. He was so successful that by his 7th season, in 1979, the St. Petersburg Times wrote that Switzer was the high priest of what Billy Sims, who won the Heisman Trophy in 1978, described as the Church of OU football. Switzer led the team to undefeated seasons in 1973 and 1974. Oklahoma won national championships in 1974, 1975, and 1985 under Switzer's leadership. The team won or shared in the Big 8 Conference Championship every year from 1973 to 1980. During his 16 years as head coach at Oklahoma, his teams won 8 of the 13 postseason bowl games they played in, and 54 of his players were selected as All-Americans. In 1983, Switzer was sued by the SEC, that's the Securities and Exchange Commission, for an alleged civil violation of the laws prohibiting insider trading of securities. He defended himself as having innocently overheard the information while lounging on the bleacher behind some corporate insiders at a stadium where Switzer was watching his elder son compete in a track meet. In 1994, Switzer resurfaced in coaching when he joined the NFL's Dallas Cowboys, following the departure of Jimmy Johnson, who as head coach had won the previous 2 Super Bowls. Johnson had clashed with owner Jerry Jones, and many felt that Switzer was more apt to go along with Jones' ideas. Under Switzer's guidance, the Cowboys won the 1995 Super Bowl. After a disappointing 6-10 season in 1997, Switzer resigned as head coach of the Cowboys with a 40-24 career NFL coaching record. In 2000, he was initiated as an honorary member of the Oklahoma Kappa chapter of Sigma Alpha Epsilon, his old fraternity, and in 2002, he was inducted into the College Football Hall of Fame. He resides in Norman, Oklahoma with his wife Becky. Among his acting roles include appearing as a coach of all things in the 1998 movie Possums. Till next time, I'm Price Robertson. Amazed by today's trivia? Then join me for Trivia Tracks weekdays at 6:45 on Everybody's Country Y95.